What is the point of all this nonsense? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Dove soap. Yes, Dove soap that you use for your body, your face, hair, hind parts, all of that. They have partnered with Unreal Engine. If you don't know what that is, basically you're talking about the engine that a lot of video games are built on, a lot of very popular video games. They've partnered with them to reduce the sexualization of women in video games, and they have a commercial to go with their campaign. Now, this is really crazy. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me just read what this says right here. Then we're going to get into the video. Dove takes a stand against overly sexualized women in video games with Epic Games' Unreal Engine education team and Women in Games, eliminating stereotypes and to build young players' self-esteem and body confidence. So this is an extension of the body positivity movement. Oh, you know, you could be 800 pounds and it's all good. I might have to get into that article in a little bit, actually, after we get through the video. But this whole thing is really crazy. I want to play it and do a little bit of play-by-play commentary on it. If you want to see it in full without my commentary, link, as always, will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it. Okay, so you have, I guess, somewhat of a typical video game type situation. This is not a real game, though, obviously. So I guess after the game is over with, this fictional character can go back to their natural body type and just be relaxed, all right? Take off all the restrictive stuff and just relax. So it says 74% of girls feel underrepresented in video games. We partnered with Unreal Engine and Women in Games to change this. Let's make virtual beauty real. Okay. So I guess that's a real person right there. See, look, oh man, this is ridiculous. Like, first of all, the elephant in the room for me, no pun intended, don't misunderstand me. Women don't even really play video games like that. Well, they do, but not really. You see, games like this, shooters, action games, that's a male-dominated space. Some women do play, but not really. And I'm going to get into Switch in a moment. I do want to talk about Switch because that's a whole different thing right there. A whole different thing right there. But look, women don't even play games like that. When they play video games, they're playing stuff on their cell phone, Candy Crush, the Kardashian game where it's a bunch of fashion and jewelry and stuff like that. They're not playing video games like this. As a matter of fact, they hate when men play video games. It's a turnoff for a lot of women for men to play games like what you saw. So they're not going to play it themselves. That's number one. And number two, people want to see an idealized version of themselves, if anything, in a game, or an idealized version of someone else. Men play a lot of games that feature women, like Tomb Raider, Horizon Zero Dawn, these games that have female protagonists, even like the recent Last of Us with Ellie and all them, the female protagonist is going to be an idealized version, even if not super unrealistic, which is kind of oxymoron, video game unrealistic. So I guess the part right here, right, where the woman, okay, dove from the top. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can play that. So this part right here, where she dives from the moon down to the ground to fight a monster with a plasma sword, I guess that was realistic, right? Anyway, I digress. The point is, people want to see something that is more idealized and not looking like your typical Walmart employee and or shopper. We don't want to see that in a video game because you're in the fantasy world. So you're going to see things that aren't necessarily realistic. It's simple. And then a lot of times you playing with aliens and goblins and whatnot, things that have no basis in reality. You playing Dark Souls, Elden Ring, you're riding on invisible horses and you're fighting 18-foot tall monsters. I mean, come on, we're talking about video games. It's not real. All right. And then let's talk about Twitch, shall we? Now, hold on. I'm gonna Google Twitch streamers. Female. I'm not even gonna show my screen because I know I'm gonna see some things I probably shouldn't see. Some X-rated stuff. Female Twitch streamers are basically you getting into OnlyFans territory. Keep it all the way real. And if you don't know what Twitch is, this is a place where you this is a place where, matter of fact, hold on. Let me just show you one of the Twitch streamers. Like this right here. This is probably a regular. This not even really that bad of a picture for a Twitch streamer. A lot of these girls, you're talking about basically it's OnlyFans. And Twitch is a place where women play video games. And a lot of them look just like this because guess what? At the end of the day, who's watching gaming? Men. And what do men want to see? Pretty girls. So if you have a video game where a pretty girl is featured, it's because men are going to be playing. See, this whole thing is just so dumb. It's so ridiculous. It's not really real. Women want to be pretty and they want to do pretty things a lot of times, not all the time. Even if they have a career, like let's say, for instance, she's a welder or she works as an exterminator or something like that, a typically more masculine job. She still wants to be pretty in that job. She still wants to be pretty in general. This is just how women are hardwired. It's biology. It's natural. It's okay. It's okay. It's not anything wrong with that. And men like pretty women. They like pretty girls. So when they play in the video game, which is what a lot of men like to do, they want to see pretty girls in the video game. So why is there a campaign to try and stop that from happening? I think it's a feminist thing. People that don't like men, they don't want men to have joy. They don't want to have men to, they don't want men to enjoy pretty girls in the video games. That's what it's about. It's not about the girls feeling unrepresented and like there's not a thing that speaks to them. It's about them wanting to remove certain pleasurable elements from gaming for men. It's not hard to understand. This is part of the reason why they don't like us playing video games because of stuff like this going on. It's all connected. So yeah, this was really woke, really feminist, really crazy, but not anything new. But at the end of the day, it's never going to be any different other than what it is. As long as men play video games, they're going to play games with pretty girls in it. And don't even go to Asia and whatnot and into the whole anime culture. That's a whole different story. That's what's causing some of these guys to go the other direction. But I digress. The whole point is you go to China, Japan or somewhere. I mean, the girls in the video games are just out of this world. At that point, it's like OnlyFans for real, but in video game culture. What we have right now in the States, Last of Us and whatnot, is nowhere near what they have overseas. Because like I said, the nature of man is going to be the nature of man from now until the end of time. It doesn't matter how many feminist, woke, ridiculous, cringe things you put out there to the public to try and change that fact. It's not going to change ever. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this commercial from Dove Soap and Unreal Engine? Do you think this is something that's needed? We need to have better representation in video games. We got to have these women see themselves. I mean, like there's nobody that is actually fit and pretty. I mean, if I go to Twitch, I can't tell. It ain't nothing but fit and pretty girls over there. But is it a good thing, bad thing? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is no more than a feminist assault on men. That's all. It's it's something that's presented as a thing that's helping women, but really it's to attack men. And if you're attacking men constantly, that's not good for society. You're going to see how that plays out in the years to come, where men have no interest in participating in society. They have no interest in trying to find women. They do nothing. And as a result, society just goes down and down and down and down. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.